What's good? What's the big old deal? It's JCTV, Godly Reality, and today we got an Apollo episode. I'm reacting to an Apollo episode. We got Mackwop and my boy Big Tiine, and what they speaking on. They speaking on that Rorys situation. He had a couple of tweets, crazy tweets that came up in the past couple days. And the Apollo is here responding to it. So let's see what they got to say. I'm finna get into it.
I think you should not want to get out talking like that, if I'm being real.
Okay, what if that was his stance back then and he changed his mind? It's still because that was your stance back then?
Yeah, for you. If you're able to feel that way, I think it's going to be hard to change your mind, in my opinion.
See, I don't believe with that narrative. Shout out Mackwop, shout out Apollo. I've been watching the Apollos for about 3 years since they started. I was following Mackwop ever since he used to drop all the vlogs, the J-Rock vlog when they was in Chicago on the little balcony, and all the vlogs. I followed them throughout the whole thing. So I definitely mess with the Apollo. But we giving it straight cut raw down the middle. I believe that a lot of people in today's day and age, we have there ain't no such thing as forgiveness or understanding. Yeah, Rory made some he was saying some crazy stuff. He said something about he never met a good looking black woman or something like that. I personally don't believe that. I don't agree with that. I've met plenty of good looking black women all over the place. But my thing is, since when did we get in this culture of where everybody is so soft and so sensitive? You see what I'm saying? Like, someone should be able to say something, especially 10 years ago, should be able to say something, and then instead of everybody trying to quote unquote cancel people and try to hold them to this moral fire, just disagree with it. Or just say, yeah, you was tripping back then, and I don't agree with it. Now, you could believe what you want to believe, but just to go as far as like what Mackwop said, like, oh, just because if you said that at one point in time, then we ain't never messing with you no more. Just cast a judgment like that, to me, is that's unfair, and I don't mess with that like that, because I definitely said some things that a soft batch person would come up and think that it wasn't the right, most politically correct thing to say. You feel me? And I wouldn't want to be just judged for years and years based off of that. I would want to be judged off of how I act. But let's see what else they're saying.
Because I just feel you gonna speak that way. I feel speak like that. Just they crack jokes with their white friends like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could crack jokes with their white friends like that, or they could crack jokes with their black friends like that. He could have said something about a black friend might say something about white people. Ha, laugh, oh, you guys smell like wet dog. And then the white dude might say something about black people. Oh, you guys pick cotton and eat watermelon. So what? Who cares? It's locker room talk, man. We got to get our panties up out a bunch.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I mean, shame on that. You feel me? I'm gonna stick with my black people. You shouldn't have said that.
No, for sure.
And then Tiny, come on, man. I need you to have a backbone. Stand on something. Like, what do you mean stick with my black people? It ain't even about sticking with black people or sticking with white people. And that's what's wrong with this quote unquote on code. I'm not on code of anything. Only code I'm on is the truth. What's real, what's right. And what is real is that Rory says something. He regrets now. He's saying that it was like this little repost thing that they used to do on Twitter. He's denying it, that he really said it. But even if he did say it in a joking manner, or if he really believed it, that's how that man felt at that time. Do I think that he's like a raging racist and he hates black people and he should just be, canceled for the rest of history? No, I do not. It's not a black and it's not a white thing. It's just more based upon, that's just how he was feeling at that time. He was cracking jokes. That's how he was cracking jokes. Like, so what?
Yeah, I don't know how crucial it's gonna get for you, but remember, it's not what you do, it's how you respond to what you do.
For sure.
And that's a fact, Tiny. And the way Rory responded like a pink penny. If that was me, I'd have been like, yeah, I said that back then. Do I agree with it now? No, I don't really agree with it, but I said it back then, so what? Like what are you gonna do? Like that's the thing. If you live for the validation of the crowd will eat you up in the end. Don't nobody love you, don't nobody mess with you. Don't nobody love you, don't nobody mess with you. And if you try to people please, you're gonna end up like Rory. And the way he reacted, he tried to act like he didn't care at first, and then he deleted his whole Twitter. It's like, nah, bro, stand on that. Take that heat. That's gonna do nothing but make you stronger, make you better, make you more seasoned. Stand on that heat when everybody casting stones at you. That's what Rory should have did. Yeah, if you don't agree with what you said back then, he should have been like, yeah, I was tripping. But that's what happened. That's what I said. I'm not gonna deny it. I'm here. Like whatever. You feel what I'm saying? But he ran. He deleted his whole Twitter and all that. To me, that's Mark shit. He should have stayed down.
So that's what he needs to figure out his next move. And all that, I got a black girlfriend or a black, that's counting.
Yeah, when niggas like that,
that's it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to. You right too though.
Yeah, and I agree with that. Just you ain't gotta say, oh, I got a black girlfriend or I got a black friend. No, just say that's how you felt. Here's the thing, man. Like, I was born out west. I'm born in California, and I moved down south for a little bit. And the thing about it is, I love a racist person from the south, and this is the reason why I love the south. A racist person from the south, they're gonna tell you what they feel about you straight up. They're gonna tell you how they feel. You already know how they feel. You feel me? You know how they feel, so you know how to deal with them. But people, like the bleeding hearted liberals out west, what they'll do is they won't tell you how they feel. They act like they get down, like they down with the black power. You know what I'm saying? They be they the ones wearing dashikis, and they was the one kneeling for George Floyd and doing all this stuff. You feel what I'm saying? But behind closed doors, they really don't like you. Like the mayor of New York, she said she was saying something about how black children don't even know what a computer is. Like, this is what they think of you. And the people like that, and they were like, this is the reason why we need more funding for the inner city schools, because black children don't even know what a computer is. It's like, what? Like that to me, that's crazy. They think you're subhuman. But those are those people that are like, you know, they feel like in public they act like they down with the cause, they down for the brothers, but behind closed doors they tripping. I'd rather have someone come up to my face and say how they feel, and so I know how to treat them. You feel me?
Be speaking or talking crazy about black women and then go get a black baby or a black girlfriend. I just think you might be beating your girl up and treating her like at the crib, in my opinion. That's like when niggas adopt the black babies, when the white people, I just seen this white couple adopt some black kids and they motherfuckers had them locked in the basement like slaves and shit.
Damn. So you're not for that?
I think it's strange.
You think it's strange?
Yeah, sometimes. Depending on the white. Depending on the white in a country in the area they about to have a baby in. Like
See, he's saying depending on the white. I don't think it depends on race. It depends on the person. And depending on the person, either way it goes, like, just because adoption already is like a touchy subject. Then on top of that, it's like different races. Adopting, it is to me, is a little weirder, but it don't matter the race, man. It don't matter just because they're white and what they might do. Like, I don't agree with that. I believe if a black person adopting a white person, it could be, I mean, look at Milk. He came out a weirdo. He did. I was just playing. Shout out Milk. But no, I don't matter who it is, what color their skin is, matters about the content of their character. But when it's a different race adopting a different race, it always look weird.
To be
so
honest.
you'll be looking at, so if you're the people, you'll look how white they are, what type of white they are, and what area that they're gonna send the kid to, you approve or deny them off of that.
Yeah, if I was the that's doing it, that's leasing the babies.
Right, yeah, what's that nigga? Leasing the baby.
Yeah. That's what foster homes is, it's a lease. So if I was out there leasing a baby and then it was like, if I'm in Texas and some Rorys come through out of Texas, I would probably deny them black babies out of Texas.
And would you?
Why? So that's what I'm saying. What's wrong with Texas? There's a lot of good white folk in Texas. What are you talking about? You mean the white people that go to HBCUs and try to join the quote unquote black Greek fraternities and act like everything's cool? That's the part I don't like. I don't like that when they people they faking the funk too much.
You deny the black if they was trying to get a white baby?
The black people trying to get a white baby?
Yeah.
Nah.
See, and that's BS. And I don't know if he's being funny, but it's ignorant and it's retarded. And that's the reason why I'm saying it's a double-edged sword. You cry when somebody has a one little opinion about black folks, but then you could say some crazy shit like, oh, it doesn't matter if a black person gets a white baby, but it's just the biggest thing if a white person gets a black baby. That's stupid.
Approved.
Yeah. Black niggas.
But he might be being funny.
I don't think black people don't be trippy.
Black people don't be trippy. Black people don't be trippy is insane. That's what I'm saying. Like the amount of racism on the other end, I don't even think he's aware of it. Like how stupid it sounds. But hey, let's keep going.
Like I don't see black people like treating a white baby different from like, if I'm being honest, I don't see a black. Get your ass. I can see a black person say, "Get your back in the room," but that's
not a good way to raise kids.
Out of love, though.
That's not love.
Right, because that's out of love, though. Because that black mama say that to the black baby too, though. Man, get your black in the room.
Yeah, and there's a lot of black boys growing up with hate for their mothers because how their mothers talk to them.
Like, that's out of love, though. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. That's funny. That is funny.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
An old school Texas white person, or I don't know, it's just hard to explain, but y'all get what I'm
It's hard to explain because it's stupid.
trying to say. No, for real. Y'all get what I'm trying to say, man, but yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. Like, I think a lot of, then sometimes I look at them that adopt black kids and I be like, because they always say, I got a black kid. Like, I adopted a black, you know what I'm saying? Or I got black friends. And just think that shit change, in my opinion.
Damn, that's great. That's interesting. I mean, because they is trying to get a kid out the system, but is it better for? Like, is it a real?
I will hope not. I don't think that's everybody. Every white person like adopting a black baby and shit. I don't think that's
he said that.
necessarily true for everybody. But I do think some of them do that for trophies.
Yeah,
like,
so do
you know what I'm saying?
Where you
Like,
get that one from?
Yeah.
It don't matter the color.
Look at this. I got a black one. Like I swear to God.
I think it's the same how when black people say, "Oh, you got good hair." When they got a light-skinned black kid that got good hair, or like you get a little white girl in there, adopt a white girl and be like, "Oh, she has that good hair."
Like, in my opinion, and then it's like, I feel like the white parent would have to get vetted a little more to understand like the black culture. You feel me?
Right, yeah.
The black culture is trash.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
That's if I think also. So now we gotta think about where the kid, if the kid grew up in the ghetto and then entered the foster home type.
What you mean?
Because if they not like from the ghetto, or like, you ain't really gotta school them up like that.
no, that's not fact. That's not true though. 'Cause
Why
you
that's
could
not
still be a Carlton at with some white parents, but the police still gonna see you as a black kid when you're in certain situations like
Well,
that.
the police, yeah, I'm talking about the parents though. They ain't no.
Come on, Mackwop. That's what I'm saying. I love Mackwop. He's real entertaining when it's jokes and fun, but when it comes to like these real conversations, I just don't agree with him, and that's fine to not agree with him. But I honestly believe that yes, I've been in situations where I could probably think like, all right, maybe if I was a white boy driving through this area, I probably wouldn't have got pulled over. But the thing is when you are when you're smart and you're in control of your emotions, you just understand what it is and what it ain't. Don't try to hold court on the side of the road. And it's called being smart. Don't hold court on the side of the road. If this cop pulled you over for no reason, first of all, don't be riding around dirty with nothing in your shit. Don't ride around dirty with nothing in your car, nothing that they can hem you up for. You feel me? Second of all, try to have a dash cam that films both ways. Now this is just game for for all the black folks out there. Have a dash cam that films both ways. You feel me? So it's always filming. And then third, keep your hands on the steering wheel and comply. If you know you wasn't speeding, he's talking about you was speeding. Okay, cool. What you need? License, registration. Boom. Get the license, registration. Show it to him. You feel me? And if you do it like that and just take your ticket and be on about your way, I say 99.9% of the time ain't nothing finna happen to you. But if you sit there arguing with the cop trying to hold court on the side of the road, or if you have stuff in your car, whatever it is, whatever, that's when issues happen. And let's say you did have something in the car and the cop illegally pulls you over and he illegally searches your car and he finds something. If it's proven that he had a legal search and seizure, whatever you went to jail for will automatically get thrown out once you get into the jail. So at the end of the day, the whole thing isn't to hold court on the side of the road, man. You gotta be smart. You gotta be vigilant. You feel me? When you move around, and that ain't nothing wrong with that. That's just being aware. But if you yelling and you arguing back and forth, the cop telling the cop what you ain't finna do and acting like that, then yeah, something's gonna happen to you. But 9 times out of 10, nothing's gonna happen to you. You just comply and then fight it in court, man.
No book for Carlton, but they need a book for Will. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, they would still need a book for Carlton too, though.
You think they need a book for Carlton?
Of course they would need a book for Carlton, because Carlton, now you're gonna have Carlton thinking he a white person.
It's not.
Yeah. But then Carlton not gonna know when he get in the real world, he's not gonna get treated like his parents. Like you could Carlton.
I say about 70% of the time, me moving around on this earth as a black man, I got treated how I acted. Now the other percent of the time, they probably made a prejudiced judgment before they met me. But then when they interacted with me, I either changed their mind or they just didn't care to even interact with me. But majority of the time, how you act and how you carry yourself is how you're gonna be treated. You act like you ain't got no home training, they gonna treat you like you ain't got no home training.
Carlton gonna have to learn that when he walk in these stores, that they gonna just
right. But I still feel like that's
when they walk in the stores, they gonna think you stealing. If you ain't stealing, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
Like Carlton, that's gonna be his experience, like his.
But that's exactly the point. It wouldn't have to be his experience if he got like a parent that could be able to prep him for these experiences.
Okay, I like that.
You get what I'm trying to say?
I hear that.
I wish Tiine stood firmer on his points, because Tiine be low key leading towards the same points I be on, but he don't stand on it. He won't stand on it. He's easily swayed. There was another conversation, I forget. I think it had to do with immigration. This was a while ago, and he allowed Keem and Mackwop to guilt him into feeling bad about his position when he had a good position. And they guilted him into that. Then of course there's people in the chat guilting him too. And then that's why he said at the beginning of this, I'm gonna just go on the black side. It's like, bro, man, that's not. We need black men that have backbones and are willing to stand up and be able to be ridiculed. Because like I already know, this get to rotating, people gonna have a lot of shit to say about me. And that's the thing about when you put your face on this internet and you have polarizing views, they're not gonna attack my argument. They're gonna attack how I look, how I carry myself, how I'm dressed, whatever. But they're not gonna attack the argument. So keep that in mind. But I wish Tiine was had a little bit more backbone and pushback for Mackwop in these situations.
I hear that. You won't know how to move around the police or just in general
in life, being a black person.
Yeah,
like it's,
okay.
Moving around the police, like I said, moving around the police, as long as you comply, you should be good. Majority of the time, you're gonna be good as long as you comply, straight up. And then the main thing you probably got to learn how to move is when you in the hood, how to move around them type people. That's when you really need to learn something.
Hey, I got that.
That's just the reality of it. How I look at it, like
when you in them areas, gotta be street smart. Certain little things like walking against traffic when you in a certain area, so people just ain't pulling up behind you. Like that's when you in the streets, like you in the streets. That's when you really gotta worry about that. But you in the suburbs somewhere, like 9 times out of 10, you ain't running into nothing like that. It ain't like that.
Yeah, bro, it's deeper than rap in my opinion. Like, you get what I'm trying to say though?
Yeah. That is crazy.
Yeah, like being a color, you def gotta know how to navigate the like the world.
Yeah, because I was in class, I'm in this criminal class, criminal psychology or shit, criminal sociology, whatever it is, and it was talking about like how black women basically is like they be victims, just not just after, like say if they get raped or something, they still be victims because a lot of them don't even believe that happened to them.
For sure.
And that happens to a lot, but what is mainly black females that don't be believed about, even domestic violence.
Oh, that get deeper with the black women.
Yeah, I was.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm from a newer age, especially when it comes to women. And one thing I know is that women lie about a lot of things. Women lie. Not saying that there isn't women that, and shout out to women that have experienced certain things, and hopefully they work through them things. And I wish them well. But there's a lot of men out here that have been falsely accused because a woman was scorned, so she put false allegations on him. So I mean, I hear what Tiny's saying, but that story's been being told since the beginning since I was a little boy. It's always been believe all women. All I'm saying is question everything. But I would assume, because Tiny's in college, so it is like it's feminist based. So I get where he's getting that information from, but I just question everything, and just do proper research on whatever happens. Don't automatically just jump to a conclusion once you hear a story, or if you see a crying woman, don't automatically just jump to a conclusion. Be level-headed, and then try to figure out what really happened for yourself.
I was
Even like that's crazy, bro. Like
I was reading the article.
That's why it's Rory.
Yeah,
like, you get what I'm saying? Because like when you think about it,
real shit.
the black females, for real though, because they like even just.
So Rory's saying he doesn't think there's a black female that looks good. Now it's F him because of someone didn't believe a black female when she said she got raped. Okay.
Outside of the just people not believing they rape situations or sexual assault, even when they go to the doctor, like they treat black women different compared to like, the
No, they treat people that have insurance different than people that don't have insurance. It don't matter what color you are.
average, like just the white women or something. Like they
if a low income white lady came in there with no insurance, they would treat her the same as they treat a low income black woman with no insurance. If a black woman comes there with the best insurance, they're gonna treat her the same way that a white person comes in there with the best insurance. Come on, man. This victim, all this victim shit, we got to get over this, man.
expect
We too old now.
the they low key have it in they book.
We're in a capitalistic society. Trust me, capitalistic society. And you know how expensive that bill will be, especially if a woman comes in there and she got paid, and then there was a malpractice lawsuit. You know how much money that would be? Come on, man, they ain't that stupid.
Books, nigga, black women could sustain more pain. And
Yeah, that's crazy.
you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, and that goes back to the eugenics and but back in slavery days, that's not happening right now.
they like now she's good. She's built.
Yeah,
like,
she don't need the epidural. and shit
exactly,
like that.
exactly, exactly. Like that's actually like a real thing.
Yeah,
get what I'm
that
saying?
is
So-
crazy. Like you said, it's bigger than just criminal.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
all type of
It's
shit.
all
Yeah,
kind of shit, bro.
But black females are like the highest victimized.
Sure.
Some shit.
Just
And it's even after.
professional victims, man. Professional victims. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what else they get into. I'm pretty sure that it ain't too much. But we just gonna stop that there. Shout out Mackwop TV, and like I said, I tune in to laugh. I tune in to joke, and it'd be funny. When Vireway was on there, or when Messiah was on there, it was dope. There was a lot of dope conversations when Messiah was on there. He was breaking down different things. I think if Messiah was on there as a permanent guest, I think that would be a good addition, because Mackwop, Keem, and Tiine, and shout out TF when TF shows up. TF got the one-liners, but TF haven't been showing up a lot lately. But Mackwop, Keem, and Tiny, they're more of a. It's like you chilling with your homies, laughing, the laughing side. But then when you on these podcasts, yes, like you on for 5 hours, 3 of the hours could be laughing, but then 2 of the hours could be some serious dialogue. You feel me? Like we grown men too. So yeah, things be funny, but like that good dialogue when you got good insight and good breakdown, like good mature takes on certain things where you can really get deep about certain things. I think that addition to the podcast, someone with that type depth and likes things like that, will be a great addition to that podcast. But shout out to Apollo, man. I tap in every week. I just real opinionated about this, and I just gave my aspect. And once again, it's JCTV. I don't know what tomorrow brings, but I know what I bring for tomorrow, man. We out. Till the next time.